Hello, my viewers. You're welcome once again to my channel. Happy weekend from me to you. I am still your very lovely sister, Jane Funmi Jacob. Today, we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic, and it says, choice of a marriage partner. I know this has been a very lingering topic in the hearts of our youth. They are dying to know how to make the right choices. People saying, Jane, I don't want to make the wrong choice. I don't want to make a mistake. Please tell me, how do I know the right choice? Some people have even gone far to tell me, okay, Jane, if you have any of your sister, your friend that you can introduce to us, please do so that we can marry her. Stay tuned on this channel. So here comes the question. Who is a marriage partner? A marriage partner is an individual with whom you would live the rest of your life with. You would live the rest of your life with their imperfection, with their perfection, with their love, with their attitude, with their habits, with whatever load they are bringing from their parents' house. So whatever it will take you to make the right choice in marriage, this is the time, if you are still unmarried, to make those choices. You don't want to live the rest of your life in misery. You don't want to live the rest of your life thinking about how you would have waited a bit to make the right choice. Very quickly, let me tell you some facts about choice. Why choice is so important in everything you do, especially in the area of marriage. Choice is the basic foundation on which any marriage is built. Whoever you see today in a marriage relationship, both our parents, they were once in the stage of choice making. So choice is the foundation on which every marriage is built upon. So you see why you need to calm down to make the right choice. Choice should not be done hastily or with sentiments. You shouldn't make your choice in a haste. You shouldn't make your choice with sentiments, mere feelings. You see, Bob, a successful marriage is not about the big wedding. It's not about the the reception, all the music, and the celebrities that grace the occasion. Actually, those ones too are important because they add color to the occasion. And sometimes when you sit after your wedding and you go through your album, you go through your frames, you go through the videos, oh fine, you are happy. You want to remember the old memories. You want to relish it for a long time. But let me tell you the truth. Those are not what make up a good marriage. A good marriage needs some level of maturity, which I'm going to be talking about in this video. What are the maturities you need to attain before you can think of getting married and before you can have a successful marriage? For you to have a successful marriage, you need physical maturity, spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, financial maturity. That one is key. Now, physical maturity, you have to be old enough to be able to handle the pressure of marriage. Like we used to hear those days, marriage is not for boys. Marriage is not for girls. Marriage is for two matured minds that will come together to stand the tests that will face them in the marriage. No marriage is full of roses. No marriage is full of enjoyment all through. There are days you will remember how you started and you want to back out. When we are talking about physical maturity, we are not talking about age, like say you must be 30, you must be 25, you must be this. You will know when you are physically matured for marriage. Like for the girl, every organ, everything must have been developed, not an underage girl thinking about marriage, or a boy who is still living under his parents' roof, who is still very much dependent on his father for money, to start thinking about marriage. So I'm not going to stress much about that. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about physical maturity. Let's move to the next one: spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity, if you're not born again, you're not ready for marriage. That is the truth, because it is the fear of God that will keep you going in that marriage. It is the fear of God that will tell you not to eat your wife. It is the fear of God that will tell you, the woman, to submit to your husband. Fear of God that will teach you a lot of things in the marriage. When you have God at the back of your mind, when you fear Him, you obey Him, you trust Him, and you have faith in Him, there are days your little faith will be shaken. You need to go back to the source, which is God, for you to be able to draw out your strength. There are days you need to wait on the Lord, and so that He can renew your strength. So if you don't love God, you are not spiritually inclined, you don't know who He is. God is the author of marriage Himself. And so if you don't know the author of something, you don't know how He manufactured marriage, and then you want to just go into it without having a relationship with the manufacturer, you're going to make a mistake. Make the word of God your friend, and before you know it, your marriage will go high and further than you think. See, emotional intelligence is one of the very important maturity you need to attain before you think of marriage, because you have to be emotionally wise. You have to be emotionally matured. There are so many things that we all feel in your marriage, about your spouse, about the children, about the family, emotional ups and downs, mood swings here and there. So if you are not emotionally matured, you have attained the level where you have shock absorber, to be able to absorb some shock you will receive from your spouse, you end up messing up the whole thing. And that is why you see those who stay in an abusive relationship, one of the key thing is that they lack emotional intelligence. They lack emotional maturity, and that is why at any little provocation, they raise their hands on their wife, they raise their hands on their children. I've actually seen men who beat their children to a level where the child just wants to die. You feel like, do you want to kill this child? What has this child done so much that you are beaten out of rage, out of anger? Such people lack emotional intelligence. Or you see some men, you wonder where it all started from. How did you meet this woman? How did you profess your love for her that now you so much hate her, you just want to strangle her, you just want to kill her, you don't want to see her, everything about her irritates you? Such men lack emotional maturity. If you are not emotionally matured, please, you need to work towards it so that you can have a successful marriage. Otherwise, it's going to be error. Now, the last maturity on my list is financial maturity. Well, when you say financial maturity, all I'm talking about is have a stable source of income. Have a stable source of income. See, there's this saying I heard sometimes ago that romance without finance is annoyance. When you have financial trouble to deal with, you won't even have time to say I love you to your spouse. You won't even have time to romance your spouse. You know what I'm talking about. When there's no money, when you are always having financial problem, nothing to eat, some people have gone, it has gotten so bad that they cannot afford the 3 square meals. Okay, what about the 2 square meals? Then they struggle to even take one at all. So If there's a financial problem, it's going to be a serious issue in the marriage. So one thing you should settle is financial security. Very important. There's some things you need to consider when making choices, apart from the maturities I've just talked about. You need to consider, number one, do you love this person? Without love, how can you even enter marriage? Now, I'm not talking about most of us mistake feelings for love, emotions for love. No, it's different. See, we are talking about the agape love, the general love, because you cannot actually love someone you don't know. And in marriage, the married people can, testify to what I'm saying. Love grows. When you are married, the love will continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay, so but I'm talking about the initial love, the normal agape love, the love of God. That was why I said you can now link it to when I said if you are not born again, you cannot marry. Because the love of God is the basis, is what will keep you going. Do you love this person in a godly way? The agape love. Answer that question. One is compatibility. When we say compatibility, it means, are you on the same page with this person? Are you going in the same direction in life, in purpose? Compatibility. I'm not talking about the husband is tall, the wife is short. No. Most people mistaking compatibility for physical appearance. I'm yellow, she's dark, we are not compatible. Or I'm fat, she's slim. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, are you going in the same direction? Do you have the same focus? Are you compatible with each other? If you use physical compatibility, you might be wrong. If you use academic compatibility, anybody can still go to school. So if you are getting married to an illiterate, you can still brush her up. I actually know that there are some people that are not brushable. But compatibility, make sure you look for the same vision, the same purpose in life. That is what I'm talking about when I say compatibility. And so another thing to consider is family background. Sometimes I remember those days I heard the story of when young men or young women want to get married. There's this family check. They send one or two persons to go to their family and check and look at the family background. Where are they coming from? What are the history of the family? Are they from the same religious background as you? Do they believe in the same, even though you are from different geographical location, there should be a kind of agreement when it comes to some issues about life, how to resolve issues. Is the family background a type of family where they have high divorce rate? Do their first wives stay? Do their husbands marry second wives and all that? So you need to know the family you are coming from or you are going in. Be in a haste to get married. Most times when you say I'm getting old, I'm of age, I'm 30, I'm 35, all my mates are married, and so because anybody you see, you just want to jump into it. It has its own repercussion in the future. Do this lady respect you as a guy you want to marry? The person you're getting married to, does she respect you? Does she fear God? Is she a born-again Christian? What are her values? What are her principles? What are the things she's doing right? Can she be corrected? There are some people that you can't correct them. They are always right. Is she the type that is always right? Is she the type that will submit to you? Is she the rude type? Does she have attitude problem? Or if he's a girl, this guy you want to marry, does he raise his hand on you? That one is a red flag on its own, and then you need to run. This is where I'm going to stop for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get more updates on relationship issues, love matters, marriage topics, and other interesting topics that will be coming on this channel. If you don't subscribe, how will you get updates? Remember, I love you all. Continue to stay safe. Share this video, like this video, and please comment on the video so that I'll be able to know what I'm doing right or wrong. Remember, I love you all. Take care of yourself. Have a jolly cool weekend, and don't forget to go to church, and don't forget to make the right choices. Make the right choices, and you will never regret it in life. I pray the grace of the Lord continue to be with you. Love you all.